about an article that you just published today in the International Man, which I'll include in the links below. Everyone, if you're not a subscriber to International Man, you definitely should be. There's lots of great content there, not only stuff that Doug writes, but other great writers as well. So, but you covered a topic that I've heard rumors about for months. First, I heard about it from some of our viewers, actually, and that's about this site called Deagle.com and their forecast for population changes, massive population changes in 2025. And first of all, how did it get on your radar? How did this even topic get on your radar?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was that introduced me to this Deagle website. I'd never heard of Deagle before, but I did go on their website, and they're basically what they do is they track the economies of different countries in the world, about 200, most of them actually, almost all of them, but mainly their military capabilities. So they're in some ways competitive with Jane's, which has been around for decades and is the well-known company when it comes to tracking military weapons systems, what they can accomplish, how much they cost, all this type of thing. So it's, I guess Deagle's kind of a big deal, but it's not well promoted or well known like Jane's is. Can't remember.
Well, they had this thing on their website that basically predicted population levels in virtually every country in the world in 2025. Now, this is no longer on their site. They took it off, and you can find it in the Internet Archive, and I'll try and include a link to it in the description of this video as well. But that's the part that kind of stuck out most to you and that you were addressing in the article in International Man.
Yeah, it's absolutely shocking. They list all the countries of the world and give their current population and current GDP, and then what they project as population and GDP in 2025. And this just isn't the usual draw a straight ruler from, 2% compounded or something. They project that the U.S. population falls 50%, 70%, huge number like that. Same with Western Europe, same with Canada, and I think the same with Australia and New Zealand. I can't recall, I'm not looking at it now. But interestingly, it's only the Western world that suffers this huge population drop. All of the countries of the world, if you look at them on this, they all suffer significant population drops, but generally in the 5 to 10 to 15% area, not 50 to 70%, the way North America and Europe will. So their explanation as to why this may be, at least what they published on the site, was kind of general. There's a reference to, I imputed, they're looking at a biological war, which would obviously be the best way to take out huge numbers of people, but also there's a reference to a possible famine evidencing itself in the world.
Well, because we're talking about a decline in the U.S. of something like...
But not a conventional war.
I mean, the decline in the U.S. is something like a reduction of, for 70% of the population, that'd be, like 200 million people, right? Something like that. I mean, it's a massive decline.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is catastrophic. It would be the biggest thing in world history, because it's not just North America. It's going to be Europe, too. And but they don't have any explanation. It would have been nice if they had an essay explaining, well, exactly how do you come up with these figures? Based on what? I mean, when I first saw this thing, I thought, well, this must be some type of a spoof or some type of a trolling exercise, because for an outfit that's moving in the circles that Deagle, whoever's in back of it, that's indeterminate. It's hard to tell. It's a spook organization. This is not going to like get them all kinds of new business or something like that. Would make no sense from a business point of view. And I haven't seen any comments on this in any of the conventional media at all.